Pax is back at it again today, going to be trying to protect the Imperium as an Inquisitor. Not as usual. And getting away from the glitchy section of the map there. Don't worry, that wasn't your monitor breaking, that's the map. We've got Quick Collect Call. I really feel like this name would sound a lot better if it was Quick Call Collect. But it's not, so moving on. He's going to be playing as the mech boy here in Drillow's Forge. Apparently opening out with purely shooters and sluggers. I'm not sure if he knows that Pax is going IG. Maybe he wants to spam looters. 2 or 3 looters could be decent, I guess. Dunno, maybe. We'll see. Attempted Hammer of the Witches here to snag a model off these shooters. And the slugger's just going to go bot. Probably wants to rotate the Sentinel elsewhere. I'm not sure trying to put the pressure on the mech boy here is really worth it. Should be Hammer of the Witching one of those shooters, I think. This rear one would have died. Grab the XP, why not? Saving it for the mech, I guess, to shut him up, but I don't think this is a very valuable use of these 2 units. I don't think so. These sluggers are getting away with a lot right now when really the Sentinel should be hunting them and pressuring them, since there's nothing the Sentinel can do. The sluggers can do against the Sentinel. And he's not really denying the gens of the gen farm. I mean, this is why it's so risky to go for... Well, actually, to be honest, Quick Collect Call's build makes no sense. He didn't even drop double gens. And... oh, he went for fast burners. Oh. Well, I mean, I wouldn't recommend that. Now he can't get his tier 1.5 looters out. I mean, there was a chance that Pax wouldn't respond and he'd wipe a squad, in which case it'd be worth it, but I never like it if you're relying on your foe fucking up for a play to be worth it. I want to take the play that works out best if my foe doesn't fuck up. And if he fucks up, yeah, it's a bonus. But I don't want a player that tries to exploit my opponent fucking up, because you know that the higher level the game gets in skill, the less effective those players are going to be. And that was definitely one of those players. It didn't pay out. He's actually going for Storm Boys, which is kind of wild. Pax is going to be getting the Cadishans, as you pretty much always want anyway, on a tight map like this. And they're just going to be a beautiful counter to the Sluggers and the Storm Boys. Now, you would expect the Battery Pack's going to come out to support those Storm Boys. I mean, he's going to need it, because they're going to be bleeding like crazy otherwise to all the piercing damage that the Imperial Guard can deploy.
So the generator is online.
Would be nice to have the Burner Sluggers as this game goes on. If you keep using them to cap the sides, there are these 2 annoying garrisons near these side VPs. But defending his gen farm is a bit more pertinent right now, and I don't know how he's going to do that when he's only got Storm Boys versus a Sentinel and a Cadishan double squad. No Sergeant upgrades on the Guardsmen, just using them for capping and repairing, not for combat, so that's wise, because that reduces the amount of upkeep burden you have, so you can get more gens. And we see we've got triple gens for Pax, 3rd one building. Cadishans locating Sluggers on top. That will definitely have to be a retreat from the Sluggers. They don't want that fight. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Inquisitor gets. Does she go for a Brazier and try and tango with these Orcs in melee? Nice stomp there. Gonna stun all them lads. Guardsmen could just take the garrison. Really should have took the garrison. I don't know why they're trying to move away, to be honest. But yeah, Stomper's just going to retreat. Not really able to achieve a whole lot there. And just wanted to get out before he started taking some bleed. I really do have to question the choice of fast Storm Boys versus the IG. Triple Dacker coming up on the mech boy. Massive increase to his DPS. It's a good option, but again, I wouldn't be getting that right now. He needs more units. Really, Quick Collect Call needs a looter, I would say. But he's going for the shooter. Stomp should be off cooldown now, so this Slugger rush is not really a big threat. Yeah. Deterred, and then you've got 12 Guardsmen shooting them. Mech boy shooting the Guardsmen? Seems like a few of his shots are scattering. And we went for the Holy Brazier, yeah, so you can counter-initiate with the Holy Pyre drop down. Oh! Nearly killing the Kadishans. Kills the Kadishans. Okay. Pax fucking up his micro. Yeah, gonna have to replace them against Sluggers and Storm Boys. But he is getting the Gem Bash over here, so it's not terrible. Where are the Sluggers? Yeah, they're the wrong side. They're down here, so I was going to say maybe they can run in and get a Gem Bash whilst this is going on. Really, should have the Storm Boys down here, but Sluggers wouldn't have killed the Kadishans, whereas the Storm Boys can by ignoring that range damage by jumping in. Holy Pyre goes down, a little bit of damage over time, but the main thing is it's reducing the damage output of the Sluggers by, I believe, 20%. Let's check that. Yeah. So that helps the survivability in melee fights quite a lot. Bang. Hit that boy with a Hammer of the Witches, and retreat out of there. That's nice after claiming some bleed. Destroys the full gen farm, does Pax. I'm going to rotate some guardsmen to the centre, but these are fully upgraded shooters, so this is not really a good fight for the guardsmen, but with a good old reliable from the Kadishan Devils. It's a pretty good situation there for the guard. Where's the stomp? Gonna need the stomp. Retreating through Storm Boys. Ooh, just in time with the stomp. 5 models down. No sergeants. That's actually quite expensive. That's going to cost him more than a tactical space marine to reinforce. Obviously, if you don't go for the sergeants, you really don't want to be losing models. Which is why I wouldn't have took that fight with the 12 guardsmen versus the shooters. Unless he's now going to start purchasing sergeants as he goes tier 2. Probably not. So a quick collect call, forced to build generators up here since he had his bottom power decapped and he knows he's going to be behind in tech. He needs to hurry up and normalise that tech situation. He did pick up the battery pack. Now the Storm Boys will be a lot better in tier 2. They get such a substantial increase in their DPS when they get the Storm Boy knob. Plus you get Bomber Boys, which is pretty good against Kadishan Devils due to all their models and how tight their formation is. The Bomber Boy will nearly always hit all 6 models of Kadishans, which is helpful. But yeah, Kadishan's getting way too close there. I don't know what that was all about. The Storm Boys still got their jump, so they can put the pressure on right now. Sentinel low on HP. Quite risky. If he actually dodges the stomp, he doesn't, he just walks into it with all 5 models. I was going to say, if he dodges that stomp, there is an option to kill the Sentinel here with the pressure from the Mech Boy. Maybe drop down a more Daka Global on that Mech Boy to make him do some more range damage while you're at it. But yeah, misses the opportunity, but nonetheless, the Guardsmen are routed. Sentinel actually staying in play here, quite risky. You've got the teleporting Mech Boy loitering around. Obviously going to be able to stun the Mech Boy here though with Hammer of the Witches. Strange teleport there, should have teleported away. Ooh, look at the burners. Melting that Guardsman squad. Seems to be a missed micro there. We've now got the Assail armor upgraded. Wow, wipes the Guardsman squad right after they just bought the damn Sergeant as well. Not good for Pax, and is he going to lose his Sentinel? Potentially. I mean, Sluggers will not do too much, as in the actual pistols that the boys have here. As you can see, not very effective. They're doing some damage. Man, imagine killing a Sentinel with Slugger pistols. Oh, that would be impressive. The burners will hurt, though. But now he's got the repairs coming in now. We do see the Sergeant and the other Guardsman squad. What? Pax replaces his... What? Wait, I was just looking down here at the roster to see that he replaced the Guardsman, and I look back and the Sentinel died. How did it die? Was that like a delayed fucking melee hit? Or was that the burners doing that much damage? Surely they don't do that much damage. The Sentinel was on like over 50 HP. Crazy. I am shocked that Pax has purchased another Guardsman squad. I don't agree with that. When you're in tier 2, you should just be replacing them now with Stormtroopers, to be honest. They're going to do so much more damage. Especially when he's fighting melee. Guardsmen are good for fighting ranged, where you just outtrade your opponents due to how much HP the actual Guardsman squads have and how cheap they are to reinforce. But they just get rushed down by melee and get wrecked. Assault kit Stormtroopers. They've got that utility with their grenades and their infiltration. They've got more range. Now, they don't have their assault kit right now, just default, but you can see against orcs, which are predominantly light infantry, it's just so nice to have these hotshot las guns. Yeah. Very nice tool. He's got the assail to counter the Stormboys when they jump in. That will immobilize and suppress the squad. Suppression's irrelevant, but it could be useful if it's like a ranged squad. Stops them firing as well, not just immobilizing them, but ultimately immobilizing the Stormboys is what you want to do here. Do we see a Sergeant on the Kadashan Devils? We do. So easier provides quite a lot of DPS and a little bit of HP. It's got that nice melter gun. Let's see, Kadashan's going to go into melee. Right now we've got Stormboys running into melee. The wrong squad. Oh, Kadashan's getting wrecked right now. The assail does come out from the Inquisitor. You see hiding below the boys there. Really probably saving the Kadashan Devils. And yeah, shooters running into melee with guardsmen probably would be wise. Yeah, just the damage output of the Stormtroopers is so huge. That was one of the worst grenades I've ever seen in my life, Pax. Jesus. I don't know what that was. Very delayed. But he's going to get the full bash now on the second power farm that Quick Collect Call purchased. And that's pretty bad for him. Quick Collect Call, super far behind on VPs right now as well. Only got 187 to the 476 of Pax. Pax barely lost any VPs at this point in the match. Was that an IED? How did they see that? Must have noticed the Kadashans planting it. Strange. Did we see a Death Dread there? I think a Death Dread right now could be pretty legit, you know. Certainly burn down the farm quite well, and there's no AV. Might force the Inquisitor to pick up the Melter Pistol, which wouldn't be that bad, because it's, you know, it's slowing Pax down. I think that's 50 power, that one. And obviously the Brazier is still a threat. Not like fighting the Melter Pistol's ever fun. Not with that Judgment ability. Nice special attack there from the Sluggers. Are we going to see a Shotgun Blast to save the Stormtroopers? We do indeed. But there go the extra increased jump range Stormboys flying in and dealing with the Kadashans without their Shotgun Blast. They have a problem. That's what I said. Like the power of the Slugger, the Stormboy Knob in Tier 2, it's just too much. It overwhelms the Kadashans. Their Sarge isn't quite as competent as that. They can't take on the Stormboy with a Knob. Hell Fury Strike and a Holy Pyre. So much damage over time going out right now. Investing quite a lot into this fight is our friend Pax. Trying to kill the Stormboy Knob with the Hammer of the Witches, but doesn't quite manage it. Oh, that's so greedy from Pax, man. Trying to get all that bleed. I mean, that Stormboy Knob. Lucky, he must have had very little HP. To have been hit by the Hammer of the Witches, have 3 of the boys with him, and the whole squad was on 220 HP. That's pretty wild. But, you know, again, it's one of them things. What's the need? Why does Pax need to kill the Stormboy Knob right now? He's ahead in tech. All he needs to do is get that 1-2, the Lehman and the Kassakin, and he's going to be good. Foot of Gork. Does Pax see it? He doesn't see it. Oh my god, Pax. What the fuck are you doing? And then he retreats everything. Annihilated 4 Stormtroopers and 8 Guardsmen there. Jesus Christ. Must have been looking at his Kadashan Devils off the screen. Foot of Gork is very useful just to force retreats on players. But you've seen how long the delay is with that massive marker on the screen. All you got to do is hit retreat. It'll knock you over, but it won't do any real damage. But that's still good, because it still forces the enemy to retreat. And as long as it's not guardsmen with commissars who can break their retreat afterwards and come back at you at the cost of 1 model, that's really valuable to be able to force off potentially multiple squads. Combo it with your bomber boys, knock enemies over, then they can't dodge. Combo it with aiming, watch that, then they can't dodge because they're suppressed. Or combine it with looters, or your knockback from your passive hit from the Weird Boy. All fantastic ways to force the enemy to retreat that squad. They do normally retreat it and it doesn't do a lot of damage, but that was beautiful. Gonna take some time to regain that energy. Is he just gonna lose the Weird Boy? God. Retreat. This is what I mean. Oh wow, Hammer of the Witches goes down and 9 HP is left on that Weird Boy. I feel like all these infantry of the guard there rotated their fire to the shooters, and if they actually kept firing at the Weird Boy, that would have been them dead. Using Swamp'em here, a little bit dubious. I can't remember how much red that costs. Is it 25 red or 40 red? It's a lot of red. It gives +1 speed, and it gives a large boost to their ranged DR. It's 40%. Stormboys are dominating here, man. Look at them, kicking ass. Absolutely slaughtering these Cadishans. These Cadishans rely on getting that shotgun damage in as the enemy melee squads approach, and then hitting them with explosive shot and CCing them. And in that sense, Cadishans will dominate sluggers. But yeah, the Stormboys just jumping on the head and stunning the Cadishans, not ideal. But like this player jumps these Stormboys out, get away from that Holy Pyre. The damage over time doesn't matter at this point. You've got level 3 Stormboys, they're too durable, but with 20% reduced damage, it's a big deal. You want all your damage on your Stormboys, and there you go, see? Stormboy's absolutely dominating the Inquisitor in melee as well. Oh, this is greedy now. I don't like this. He's getting too confident. Tries to go for the wipe, but now he's bleeding. Get out of there, man. I'd hold reliable these. If he was more on it, Pax, he could have hit them with a retreat grenade earlier. Oh, he still gets them. Oh, Jesus. Kills all the Stormboys except the Knob. Honestly, could have hit the Knob there as well if he was a bit sooner. He'd have missed the boys, but I think the old reliable might have killed the boys anyway. But yeah, beautiful shot there from the weird boy. Gonna dissuade those stormtroopers. Sends out a zap. Probably not really worth it, to be honest. Probably would have just saved my energy for another foot of Gork. But Pax is kind of chilling. 424 VPs to Pax. And under 100 for his 4 right now. And Pax is tier 3. No gen bashing you see from Quick Collect Call. What Quick Collect Call needs to be doing is in all these big fights where most of the units are focused on one side of the map, you want to angle your sluggers down the opposite side of the map and constantly pressure for gen bashes. Don't forget you can use more Dakar on your sluggers to make them burners do some more damage as well. Bash faster. I think a Death Dread would have been useful about 7 minutes ago. Honestly, a little bit late for the Death Dread now. For God's sake, Pax is going to have a tank coming out. Quick Collect Call should know that, man. He should know that a tank should be en route soon. Pax only bought the Stormtroopers in Tier 2, well, and a Guardsman squad that he replaced, but basically no power expenditure, and you can see this. Look at this, 300 freaking power in the bank for Pax, an absolutely ludicrous amount. Another assail on the Stormboys. Just exploiting it for a lot of damage, really. Nice vomit there from the Weird Boy. Weird Boy needs to make sure he's focusing on Stormtroopers and not hurting his own Stormboys. He is going for the burners and bits, but honestly at this point, even if he gets the gen farm, it doesn't matter. Pax has got a crazy amount of stockpiled power. It's a timely retreat there from the Stormtroopers. I mean, yeah. Why are the Slugger Boys down here? Why are they not up bashing? I don't understand. What is being gained here by base locking packs like this? The Orcs are bleeding loads. Probably bleeding more than the IG, because that's just the IG thing. I mean, look at these Guardsmen retreating without any losses sort of thing. And no gens have been bashed. If nothing else, at least that's XP and red for Quick Collect Call. But as I say, even if the bash does occur at this point, it's really way too late. Way too late. Where is the tank? What is Pax doing? Bleeding too much, apparently. What's the Lehman? 575 wreck? He's not getting it. Is he actually going for a Baneblade? If Pax goes for a Baneblade or a Stormlord or whatever associated super heavy vehicle he wants to get and then loses the game due to it, I'm gonna laugh. And it would be much deserved. Pax loves his super unit rushes, and it's rarely a good idea to rush a super unit. You need a good standing base army. And as you can see right now, his standing base army is getting kind of dominated even by just Storm Boys. Lehman Russ would help a lot in that regard. And there's now a Death Dread burning down his gen farm, which Pax basically has no counter to. There's the Mordaka on the shooters, doing a lot of damage right now. Can they kill the Guardsman squad? Very close. Oh, 1 HP. Unlucky. Unlucky Quick Collect Call. You deserved that kill, I think. Now going for looters, probably anticipating, hold on, he's not bought anything in ages, there's going to be a tank soon. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he can take out the Baneblade. You've got a potential beamy death gun on the mech with the custom force field, which prevents him being knocked over by a demolisher cannon or an old reliable. Heavy melee Stormboy Knob on retreat. Not retreat. Rear armor. Death Dread. Similar. And a Beamy Death Gun. Oh, now he's going for a Lehman Russ. Because Pax is realising, oh shit, I'm bleeding like crazy and I actually can't kill this damn Death Dread, which is now base raping his Kadashan Devils. And this is a lot of bleed, man. IG do not enjoy paying 35 requisition per model, and this is taking away all the resources of Pax. Look at the damage there on the base turret. Okay, this is a bad idea, mate. Dude, chill out. You're not taking out the base turret. If you want to take it out anyway, you need to be using your burners, not chopping. Yeah, getting too greedy. Taking over the map, reversing that VP lead, but very slow at it. Why has it took him so long to take the top VP? I'm not sure. Shouldn't be doing that with the mech boy. The mech boy needs to be on repair duties. Where are the sluggers? Sluggers are idle down bottom. Double Death Dread. Well, the thing is, Death Dread actually pretty good against super heavy vehicles, not so good against Lehman Russ, because they're fast. Too fast. And there you go, the tank reveals itself. Look at the beautiful damage from that attack from the Weird Boy. Bit of a panic health fury, I think, that. Not really hitting anything. But Death Dread's just going to suicide charge in. It's going to die straight away. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about. It looks like the splash there, actually. Ooh! Where's the retreat? Dude, what are you doing, Pax? He just doesn't retreat out a foot of Gork. Holy crap, so lucky that this guy lived. How did he live? I'm not even sure. A little bit of damage there to the Lehman Russ on the foot of Gork. Obviously, mostly an anti-infantry tool. Very lucky for him to live. Losing the Kadashans would be brutal. As good as the Lehman Russ is, it's not a DPS machine. It's more about its durability. Still need the Kadashans to control the enemy melee while you're trying to whittle them down. Brute forces his way past the Beamy Looter there on the Looter squad. Do we see a Beamy Death Gun on the mech boy? No, not yet. No resources really. Went for a second Death Dread, God knows why. I guess the first one did really well, but that's only because there were no AV. The Pax, of course, does have AV now, so yeah, I'm not sure what the idea was there. Sail finally suppressing the mech boy there, shutting him up while the Inquisitor caps the point. Can he stop the cap in the mid? Going to require a nice special attack from the Storm Boys. Nope. So it is going to be a 2-to-1 cap in favour of Pax for a short while. Shooters look like they're going to that VP. They likely should. This is becoming quite a tight VP game now. 110 for Pax to 98 here for quick collect call. Is that an Executioner? It is. Yeah, this is going to be pretty brutal against this infantry-based composition of the Orcs. Big splash damage and really just great DPS on that Executioner. You can see it's short of range though. Well, that's kind of hitting the shooters there, but not in range for the Executioner. But here we go, boom, boom, boom. Basically half the health of the damn squad gone in that first barrage. You can see the cooldown between barrages isn't huge, but Beamy Looter's here doing some good work, and Stormboy's jumping in on rear armor trying to block it. Let's see, can we get one of them heavy melee headbutts coming in? Boom, bang! Heavy melee headbutt, 44 HP on the Lehman Russ, getting a little bit of repairs, but the guardsmen are not in great position. They should be able to rotate over there, but the Death Dread might be able to deter them, to be honest. Did the Inquisitor get killed? No, she had to retreat though. Kadashans get caught while capping down bottom by the Sluggers. So basically a full rout from Pax. Has he got enough time here? He's got to spend time with these two guardsmen repairing his Lehman Russ. That's time that they aren't capping the map. Granted, there's not really anywhere he could cap. He already owns the top, and that's the only bit that's not contested by the Orcs right now. Pax basically needs to stall out right now and get Kassakin. He's got the red for a nuke, it looks like. Yeah, he's got the rocket run, so execute a good rocket run. Get Kassakin. I don't see how Pax loses this one, but we'll see. Double Beamy Looters. Very nice. No Beamy Death Gun on the mech. Bit surprising.
That's 100 points.
This is tricky for Pax. He kind of wants his Kadashans He wants everything basically together, all his units. He needs the Cadishans nearby for the old reliable to disrupt the beamy looters, and then he wants the guardsmen nearby to repair.
That's a critical spot.
So that Executioner does rely quite a bit on splash against infantry to really put the hurt in. Oh, Purgatus! Wow, you never see this war gear in a 1v1. Stunned one of the beamies. Obviously, he didn't know the location of it. That is such a bad rocket run. Oh my gosh. Oh, did that actually wipe a lure? Oh, it did. Alright. And it killed his own Inquisitor. But he could have easily killed both of these. I don't know if he's seen this looter, and the Lehman, conveniently for Pax, is slightly out of range of that one. And Guardsman going to hug that Lehman to better health, and we have what's going on over here. Shooters have gone around the side. There we go, the Death Dread does fall to the front mounted las cannon on that Lehman Rus. Beamy Loot is still in play, but isolated like this, it's not got the durability to last long against all these las guns and just brute force push from the Executioner Lehman. Triple cap for quick collect call against Pax right now. Pax needs to get onto the points quickly. The Guardsmen are in the middle, but this is one of the disadvantages of the Executioner. It does friendly fire, so it is now helping melt the Guardsman. He's going to lose this, isn't he? Because he can't get onto the bottom VP. He hasn't caught the bottom. He's only decapped it, and he's got nothing to take the mid. He's lost. Ha! Ha! The indecisiveness in tier 3, trying to go for a super unit. No doubt that's what Pax was doing. He friggin' loves it. And he ends up losing the match due to it. Obviously, he needed that Lehman Russ out ages ago. Not sure about the investment into Purgatus. He needed Kassakin as a classic 1-2. He just needed more firepower on the field right now to get rid of all these light infantry orcs. Look at this, the mech boy with his turret doing a lot of damage to the Cadishans. Wow, you never see a mech boy turret, do you? Not like it was particularly influential in this match. But there you go, folks. I love seeing IG versus Orcs. It's just a whole lot of carnage. And nice to see Foot of Gork actually doing something as well. Again, God knows what Pax was doing, not retreating out of it. But if you don't retreat out of Foot of Gork, turns out it's pretty deadly. It's going to be all from your boy Torpid this time. I am signing out.